Are you trying to understand what Monday.com is going to actually cost you and your company if you start using it? In this video, I'm going to tell you about the 4 different factors that you need to understand in order to figure out what your actual price is going to be. Hi, my name is Tara. I'm the founder of a company called Simple Day. We're Monday.com Platinum Partners. Over the last number of years, we've helped hundreds of companies with Monday.com. If you need any assistance with a custom implementation or integrations, feel free to reach out. My contact information is in the description below, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you. Now, let's talk about the 4 different factors that you need to keep in mind when you're trying to figure out pricing for Monday.com. The first thing that you need to consider is what product are you using? Monday offers a number of different products, and different products have different prices. So you need to understand, are you using work management? Are you using Monday Service? Or maybe you're using the CRM. There's a number of different products that Monday has, and you need to understand which one of the products, or maybe you're using a number of them, but you need to understand which products you're going to be using. As you can see over here, I'm in the Monday.com pricing page. All it is Monday.com/pricing. And you'll see that there are different products that have pricing. So over here, I know it doesn't say it, but over here, this is work management. And then if you scroll down, so here you can see that I have Monday CRM, Monday Service, and Monday Dev. So each product has different pricing. The second thing that you need to look at is the different tiers of each product or the different plans. So you can easily see here that there's a free plan, a basic plan, a standard plan, pro, and then there is the enterprise plan. So there's 5 different kinds of plans that you can be on. It is important to understand which features you need in order to understand which plan you want to be on. So if you ask me, I think that anyone who wants to take using Monday seriously to manage their business, you either need to be on pro or enterprise. You just don't have enough tools and features of Monday to be on anything lower. The biggest thing is charts and dashboards. Like, you just need them. If you're using Monday to evaluate all of your different processes or your projects or your CRM or whatever it is, you need dashboards. Like, to me, you have to be on pro or enterprise in order to get that functionality. Another key functionality that I hear about a lot is time tracking. If you want to use the Monday's time tracking feature, you need to be on pro. Now, on this page, as you scroll down, you can see that it talks about all of the different features that are on each of these different plans within Monday. So it's important to understand what features you need, and then you can decide which plan you want to be on. The next important thing, and this is the third factor that you need to keep an eye out for, is the number of seats. So if you click over here in the top left, you'll see that it starts with 3 seats. Now, on the free plan, you can get 2 seats, but the way that it works is it's 3 and then it goes to 5 and then it jumps in increments of 5. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20 to as many seats as you want. So you need to realize that depending on how many seats you need, that's going to obviously affect the price. So the first 3 things I know are a lot more straightforward than the 4th factor that you need to look at. So I just want to recap them quickly. The first thing is to understand what product you're using. The second, which tier you want to be on. And the third is how many seats you need. The last thing that you need to keep in mind is how many AI credits do you need? Now, before I dive into this, I want to give a little bit of a history so you kind of understand where Monday is in terms of their AI credits. So I'm recording this video at the beginning of July 2026. Towards the end of May, Monday had a whole transformation and they officially updated all of their plans to have AI credits as part of them. Now, they came out with what seems to be a pretty complicated system to figure out credits because there's a lot of different features within AI that you can be using. Like, you can be using the AI Notetaker. You can build something in Monday Vibe. You can build an agent. So there's different pricing depending on the different features that you're going to be using. If we go back to our pricing page, you can see over here that Monday lists what credits you get. So like in the Pro plan, it's showing you that you get 6 different AI tools, 3,000 credits per month. In the standard plan, for example, you get 2,000 credits. And depending on your plan, you get different amounts of credits. Now, this is great because it tells you how many credits you get. The problem is understanding what a credit is worth is a lot more complicated. Now, I've jumped to a different support page called AI Credits within the Monday Help Center. And in this page, it explains how much a credit is worth. If you scroll down, you can see it talks about what an AI credit actually is. And then it talks about how the different features that you're using within Monday will actually consume credits. So here it's telling you, let's say for Monday agents, if it's something simple, then it could be about 10 to 50. Here, by the way, they're just saying starting July 27th because they are rolling this out over time. But they have all different levels for Monday Vibe. And here you can see, let's say for the AI Notetaker, it's 120 credits per meeting hour. So I'm going to put a link to this page in the description because honestly, I have no idea what you're going to be spending for your credits because I don't know what you're actually doing with Monday. So it's really important to look at this document and try to understand it. Now, let's be honest. It's great that we have this document, but most of the time I find it really hard to understand how many credits I'm actually using. So that's why what Monday built is they built within the admin section of your account, a place where you can see the different credits usage. In my mind, that's much easier to follow because it's hard to figure out, okay, we're going to be using this or we're going to be using that. Like, let's just see what we actually used and then we could see what we need. So let's go there and I'll show you how that works. Here I'm in the admin section of my Monday account, and you can see that under AI governance, I have credit usage. And this is essentially telling me how many credits I'm using. That's really what you need. So here you can see that I'm using 71% of my trial credits just because I'm on a trial account with this account. So that's why I have those credits. And you can see as I scroll down, it's telling me where I'm using the credits on different things. Here it's telling me credits by user, like different users on my team, what they're using it for. And you can see, for example, Danny's using 1.2%. And this just gives you a really good gauge of how many credits you're using for what features you're actually using within Monday. Before I sum all of this up to make sure that you understand the different parts of the pricing structure of Monday, I do want to share with you 2 tips. So number 1 is if you go on an annual plan within Monday, you do save 18% a year. So it's probably worth it to consider the annual plan. The second thing is if you're a nonprofit, Monday does give significant discounts to nonprofits. So I definitely recommend just doing a Google search for Monday for nonprofits and all the pricings there. You do need to apply and have a certain accreditation depending on what country you're from. They don't accept everyone. There are strict rules about who they accept, but if you're a nonprofit, you definitely should look into that. Now, as I said, and I just want to summarize, there's 4 different factors that you need to be looking at. The first thing is you need to understand which product you want. The second thing is you need to understand which tier you want, Pro, Enterprise, Standard. The third thing is you need to understand how many seats you want. And the fourth thing is that you need to understand how many AI credits you're going to need. Now, I do want to say another note about the AI credits. This is something that's relatively new to Monday, these AI credits, and they just changed their whole pricing structure. I think that this is something that's going to be evolving and changing over time as Monday kind of figures out what pricing structure makes sense. And people that are on older accounts haven't had these changes yet, but some people that are on new accounts do have these changes. So everyone's kind of like in a different place if you're already using Monday versus you're a brand new user. So keep that in mind. And if you have any questions about pricing, or how much you should be charged, you can always reach out within your admin section. You can reach out to someone directly in the billing department. I hope that this video was helpful in teaching you how to understand how the Monday pricing works, and I'll see you in the next video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and remember to subscribe to receive tips and tricks on how to use Monday.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.